The urgency is I want to be able to finish clearing out a few spots while the leaves are still up. Sorry, I'm interrupting breakfast, but I gotta show off how big you got. Okay, okay.
Did you do that? Or was that biscuit?
Good morning, beautiful people. It's still technically morning, I think. Late morning. All right, no rest for the wicked, I guess. Hey, let me get this camera off my fancy tripod. Yes, it is what it looks like. Nate over at the Kramer Life, I saw him using a couple pipes as a tripod. You can stick the legs of this gorilla pod in there and it works great. It's magical. So, thanks Nate. That's a great idea. All right, so those of you that have been following know that my current project, I am in the woods clearing. The urgency is I want to be able to finish clearing out a few spots while the leaves are still up. Today is the first day this really felt like fall. It got down into the mid 50s last night. Pretty chilly, like it feels really nice. Mind you, it's a little bit warm right now. I think we're now at that swing where it's gonna dip into the 50s and go into the 80s, and I'll take it. It's nice. Like I almost had to put on a button up this morning when I came out to do chores. Love it. All right, so I have been clearing this top section. So this is up on top of where the pigs currently are. We had cleared all of that section 2 years ago this November, and it's pretty much just grown up like crazy. The pigs, now that I'm getting them into the swing of rotation, they're learning eat all the green stuff as fast as possible, which is really nice. They while they have it, leaves are still up, they can eat all that stuff. They're just going to tear stuff up and eat it and get fat, and we save on our feed bill. So what I'm going to do is this last stretch, you can kind of see the property line is in there. I had cleared a path along the property line when we got here, off and on. When I have a minute, I'll come in here with a weed eater and a chainsaw and start clearing. I have almost cleared the entire property line, but back here in this corner, it's so hard to get to, and up along that, I couldn't get the lawnmower up there, so it was frustrating to get to. So now doing this, I'm taking all of these little spindly trees, I'm leaving the trees that I want, and I'm clearing out all of this. It's so thick in there you can't walk through it. It's a tangle of briars, teeny tiny little oak trees. I mean, it's thick and it's slow going. These down trees that are in here, I have never been able to get to clean them up because it's so tight in here. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm working on getting in here. These big trees, I'll probably pull them out and burn them. They've been on the ground long enough that they're pretty much rotten, and chipping rotten wood, it's got dirt in it and it just dulls the blades instantly, so I'll probably burn that stuff. Most of that is pine, so it's going to be a lot of fatty lighter pine, which I'll save that because that's some handy stuff. Yeah, one of the cool trees I found I didn't know was in here, this guy, is a hickory.
Pretty big. I
had no idea this tree was in here. Like, that's a good sized tree. Anyways, I could yak all day. Daylight's a burning. All that said, I'm gonna get chipping. What do you think, pigs? You know I'm getting a paddock ready for you, huh? All right. I think I've cleared probably about 20 feet. I think at this point, I may just go get the flail on the weed eater. The thing that's slowing me down is there's a whole bunch of sour grape. There's muscadine, which I don't really want to take out, but it's in the way. I'll just cut it out, and then maybe I'll train it. Maybe I'll have a muscadine vineyard out here one day. I don't know. But like you can see in there, it's just a thick mess of vines and brambles and stuff like that. And so I'm having to take it out, chip it. It's just a pain in the butt. So I might just bring the flail down here and clear as much as I can. I'm gonna go take lunch. It is so nice not being completely and utterly drenched. I love fall. It is my favorite time of year. all finished up. Siding looks nice and clean again. Thank you, Jack.
You're welcome.
Back to work briefly. Tonight's karate night, so I got to wrap things up so we can eat dinner and go. So I'm gonna go down, head back up there. I'm gonna grab the weed eater with the flail, and I'm gonna see if I can get in there and take care of all the vines and all the nasty stuff that's slowing me down. All right, there's my chain flail. I'll show it pretty much every time I use it, just because I really wish I could make these and sell these, but the absolute liability that this thing would be, I can't even imagine what kind of insurance you'd have to carry. But who's to say that if you are also in the situation of needing to clear a whole bunch of pernicious weeds and vines and things like that, who says you can't make one for yourself? I didn't tell you to do it. So I'm gonna get over here and see if I can open this up a little bit more. I think the birds are very happy I'm out here clearing, but it's not spring. Nobody's making nests right now. All right, I've got as far as I can get. I'm out of time for today. I'm gonna go in and eat dinner. I'm fairly happy with the level of destruction. We're almost done. I'm probably 50 feet from my goal. Maybe 75 feet, something like that. But I'm almost done with this section. If you see the T-posts, there's T-posts back in there. That's the edge of our property. I think this is probably the first time, other than when it looked like a tunnel when I cleared the property line, it's the first time I've been able to see it from standing right here. This is really cool. All right, I'm gonna gather up all my things and go inside.
All right, y'all, I messed up from chopping onions. I'm not crying. Well, I'm crying, but because of onions. All right, so this year we planted a couple eggplant plants, and we've actually had great success with them. They've grown and done their thing and actually been very fruitful, which is a blessing, except that we like eggplant, but we don't like love eggplant. And aside from frying it, I haven't really been able to figure out what to do with it. I know I can make like ratatouille and stuff like that, but it just hasn't been something that I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. So I got into some of my books and I found a recipe for something called eggplant caviar, which kind of sounds disgusting, but when you read the recipe, it's sounds pretty good. So it's got bell peppers and onions and garlic and tomatoes and chives and basil and lemon juice. So that's what I did. That's what I'm doing. I got my eggplant roasted and I'm getting the rest of it going. So I've not eaten this before. I'm experimenting right now. I hope this turns out pretty good, and it's for freezing, so I'm making a bunch and then I can put it in the freezer, assuming it turns out like we like it. I hope I didn't just waste a bunch of eggplants, but I mean, the ingredients, I don't see how they could go wrong. So I'm gonna get started on putting this together and then we'll taste test it and see how it is. not mad at that. That's pretty good. Needs more salt. I think I'm actually gonna put some balsamic vinegar in it. I think that would be really good. But that's not awful. That would be good on like crackers.
What are you doing, sister?
Pants.
Pants. You do have pants. It smells good in here.
This is not for dinner.
Okay. I was gonna say, what is that?
This is a dish called Eggplant Caviar. I'm experimenting with it. It was a recipe I found. I'm trying to use up those eggplants.
Okay.
It's okay.
It smells good.
You don't have to eat it
Like-
for dinner. That face says a lot.
What face?
His face was like, ew, really?
You're gonna feed me
You're feeding me that for dinner?
just vegetables for dinner.
No, but we have salsa verde chicken sandwiches.
That sounds a little
Is
more.
that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, man cannot live on vegetables alone.
No.
Not this guy, anyways.
No, you cannot.
I will pass away.
You will.
Before, like, I pass away, I'll take everybody with me. Because I'll be a grouch.
You will, that's true.
Alright, I'm in. It's like 5 o'clock, 5:15.
Time to eat.
I guess we'll eat.
Okay.
Are you measuring the what's that called? Instant Pot. Are you measuring the Instant Pot?
How big is it?
2.
2?
2.
Okay.
Alright, dinner was good. People are actually still eating. It's gonna do it for us for tonight.
Yeah.
It's a productive day.
It was a really productive day. Yeah, we both got stuff done.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. Good job.
Let's go.
Alright, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.